the only man with a big job as well. You may well think that Fernando Alonso is the person that everybody talks about at the Spanish Grand Prix. Well, a certain Jaime Alguersuari, who was born not too far away from here, is keen to remind people that Fernando isn't the only Spaniard rocking Formula One.
Barcelona is a nice city, the place where I born, and obviously quite near to the track. It's always nice to come here in Barcelona to have some time to train as well. It's obviously also nice weather, nice people, so it's a nice place to live.
Because you were in Formula One for the second half of last year, a lot of people will forget that this is actually your first home Grand Prix. How does that feel?
Oh, it's amazing. You know, every time I drive here in Barcelona, in my hometown, it's quite impressive because you have a big atmosphere, big people just pushing for you and supporting you. It's amazing. Nowadays we are 3 Formula One drivers, 3 Spanish, so it's Fernando, Pedro and me, which it makes it much better for the Spanish people and especially for us, the drivers.
Do you think this weekend we might see some Jaime Alguersuari flags and things, big support?
I hope, yeah. That's the idea. Hopefully, you know, hopefully one day I'm world champion and we can see some more.
Impressive performance this by Alguersuari.
This is your music studio and it's a pretty professional looking outfit you've got here.
Yeah, I have my studio in Barcelona in my home, and it's always nice because obviously after training, after a hard race or a big race, difficult race, I come here to the studio to put some music, play it and compose it as well, producing, and obviously it's a different world for me.
2 tremendous moves there from Alguersuari.
You've won so much. I mean, I think that's something that people at home might not realise. You won British F3, you were in World Series last year, and then all of a sudden you arrived in Formula One. That's what it seemed like for us. Did it seem like that for you?
Well, we have to say that everything was very fast. You know, when I was 15, I left go-karting, and then so many races in single-seater with Red Bull. And then since I debuted in Hungary, which was my first race, so I think it was pretty fast, but obviously lots of races, so it was good.
You've got a lot of followers still in the UK from your history of British F3 and things like that, but you went to school in England for a while, didn't you?
Yeah, I was 1 year in a boarding school in Ipswich, and yeah, that was very good for my experience. I was very young, I was 12 years old. So that was, I think, a big experience for me because I learned English. And obviously, you know, 6 years later, I went back to England to race British Formula 3.
I love this picture because this is you when you were 2 years old and Michael Schumacher was actually competing in Formula One at this point.
Yeah, that's right. I was 2 years old and this was in Barcelona with my dad. And obviously I couldn't drive the go-kart because I couldn't reach the pedals. But it was good fun because obviously you can feel it that it's, you know, this passion for motorsport, it's since I was 2 years old.
So 18 years on, and you're sitting with Michael Schumacher behind you, lap after lap. What did that feel like?
At the beginning, when I was fighting Michael, you never realize that it was Michael. You just see a silver car with the red helmet behind you, which is trying to push for the points. So you just push it a bit more and you just fight. Then when you finish the race, you realize that it's Michael, and it's even better for you because, you know, Michael is a big man in Formula One. Yeah. So it was a good race.
Jaime Alguersuari never imagined he would be wheel to wheel with Michael Schumacher.
Hey, great.